Let me look at the journal. So, I want to talk to Vladimir to locate the temples. As stupid as that is right now, because we've got so much more important shit to worry about. I'd rather find more temples right now than worry about all of that other stuff.
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just read about them.
This is Constellation Star Station LO868. Welcome aboard.
So we'll talk to him about more places of power, or whatever they're called in this game. And then we'll go from there. At least he cleaned up all the blood.
Been washing red here and there all over the station. Grim work.
Yeah.
Never minded the solitude before, but chasing more ghosts than usual. Every noise seems to set the blood running.
I was hoping you could point to another artifact.
Found one. Easy as a needle in the stack. Hope those powers you're getting to overinflate you. Got enough egos in Constellation.
Cassiopeia 2A. Do not send me there. That's cruel. Yeah, remember that system where you spent a lot of time with Sarah? Yeah, here you go. Like, goddamn. Right after she died. If it's the same planet, that'd be hilarious. I don't think it's the same planet, but that's still really funny. Apparently I haven't been to this planet. What is that, thin CO2? So this is not a breathable atmosphere at all. Oh yeah. Temperate, but definitely not breathable.
Well, not every rock is swimming in nitrogen and O2.
Is that the place right there? I love how there's a structure not far from here. Oh, do you guys see those weird floating ruins over there? Yeah. Should we go check it out? No. This place has almost like an entrance of sort. Oh, weird, I bugged it out.
You ever get the feeling you're living through history? Our time here, you better believe there'll be novels about it. Just don't tell Cora about this one.
Well, that went really quick. I kind of want to wait until the service. Like, I don't really want to go and do any of this other crap until it's the appropriate time.
The public face of the United Colonies.
So I guess we'll just wait 5 days.
Here's the closest thing Cora has to home. Not bad, right?
Morale in the lodge has been measurably reduced.
Sorry. My mind was drifting away there.
If you want to talk, make it quick. I think I'm late for Noelle's science lesson.
The fact that Sona has nothing to say about what has occurred is the craziest part to me. I love... wait until the memorial. Did my game just fucking crash? Did my game actually just fucking crash? I can't tell, but all the music stopped. That's usually indicative of the game crashing. Let's try this again. I think it happened again. I think it crashed the fucking game again. Alright, new plan.
In the lodge has been measurably reduced.
We will sit in a chair and wait. Wait, what? It'd be funny if I could miss the service. Very curious if I can do that. Kind of playing it risky here by waiting 2 days at a time, but well, I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, even Aj is here. I guess we're waiting for Sam to get in his place. Where is he going? Is he just sitting at the bar?
I hope this is all okay. Between fixing things up and sending out messengers and getting all the paperwork done. It's not much.
You did all of that? When?
I haven't really been sleeping much. I'm not having the best dreams right now.
It's fine, Noelle. Thank you.
Good. Good. Sorry, if I talk any longer, I'm gonna start crying. Could you excuse me?
I thought maybe I would come up with something to say, but I've got nothing. So, instead, I thought I would quote something that gave me comfort a long time ago. Is God real? The more proper question would be, is reality divine? Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered. What is goodness but a comparison to the good? What is existence but a participation in being? For where the diversity of the universe inspires awe and wonder, it exists only in contrast to a simplicity so pure that it may only be understood as primordial and even divine. Our essence is what was imagined by its mind. But what we consider imagining and what we consider mind are in fact so far beyond our understanding that even these metaphors are like the tiny whitecaps on a massive searching sea. There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most. Thank you.
That was really thoughtful, Mateo. Thank you. Does anyone else want to say anything?
Oh, I have to say a few words, huh? That's like the worst picture of her. Does anyone else? Can I talk to anyone else?
You know, what you're feeling right now is a chemical reaction whose evolutionary goal is promoting social cohesion. Never seems to work for me. No matter how many times I do this, I feel less attached, not more.
Did you go to Irvin's funeral?
I don't remember. I'm sure I did. I thought when the funeral was over, when everyone went home that night, that it was over. Turns out, sometimes you need more than that.
Got any tips for getting through a funeral without sobbing?
They're always hard. Always. And it's okay to sob, to yell, to go to sleep, do whatever it takes. As long as your grief doesn't cause more grief for yourself or anybody else, it's okay.
That sounds awful.
It's kind of not, by definition. But yeah, I can see your point. You know, if there's one piece of advice I can actually give you, it's that lost loved ones have a way of coming back to you. One day you'll be sweeping out some old shelf or digging through a desk, and there it'll be. Some old paperweight of theirs, or a piece of jewelry they gave you, half-jokingly. Theoretically, of course.
Ever think about your own funeral?
Nope, not even for a moment. Funerals are there to remind survivors that they aren't alone. The dead have already finished their part in our story.
Thanks, Barrett. That helps.
You're welcome.
Chat for a bit? Normally, I hate talking to people at funerals, but, well.
Yeah, let's chat.
You don't believe in the afterlife, do you? I mean, this might be the worst time to bring it up, but...
I don't know. I guess we'll find out when I get there.
Yes. Won't we all? Well, I've taken up enough of your time.
It almost feels wrong to be grieving. Selfish. No amount of tears will bring the dead back.
Funerals are more for the living. Is that it?
Yes. We don't have a way of knowing whether we really touch the departed with our grief. We just have to have faith.
It's okay to grieve, Mateo.
It's just easier to feel guilty, if you'll excuse me.
Ah, yes. I remember you. The wedding. I was so happy for both of you. I wish the circumstances of my visit were better.
Thank you for coming.
Unfortunately, this isn't the first Constellation funeral I've been to. After 35 years, you say goodbye to a lot of friends. I hope you don't mind me saying, but I feel numb just thinking about it. Sarah meant the world to me. She was the future. I knew it as soon as I met her.
You were the chair before Sarah?
Oh, yes. I was Sebastian Banks's protege. If that gives you any idea of how long I was part of our little club.
You knew Sebastian Banks?
Knew him, argued with him, tried to carry on his memory when he vanished. Sebastian will be back tomorrow, we always used to say. It reminded us that he was still here, in the bones of this old building.
Were you and Sarah close?
Yes. She could make me so angry, or so happy. We used to joke that we were married. I bet relationships in Constellation are still messy, aren't they? They're more of a family than an organization. All the former lines bleed together. It makes the losses sting harder. But I hope it means the time you had together was all the more important. That's how I like to think of it anyway.
What was Sarah like back then?
Exactly the same as when you met her, I bet. Determined. Fearless. With just a small hint of delight on her face when she knew she was winning, eh? My only problem as a mentor was trying to convince her to be more tactful. Those old military instincts would always get her in trouble.
Everyone is in mourning. I understand, but I cannot quite share in their emotion.
What do you mean?
After the shock of what happened faded, I have felt nothing else. Just a numbness.
You're in mourning too, Andreja. Just in your own way.
I have seen death. I have lost people I considered close. But this is... it is not the same. I cannot explain why. I am not sure I am making sense.
You're making perfect sense. There's just no right way to feel.
Thank you.
Vasco,
I
do you
am
have anything
told
to say?
these types of gatherings are a sad vacation. That assumption appears to be correct.
That's... Do you mean... I mean... Can you feel emotion?
No, I don't. I'm programmed to analyze sensory and biometric data so I can cross-reference. But I do not feel, as you seem to imply.
That's right, Vasco.
I appreciate you verifying my analysis, although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your current psychological trauma. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language to my programming.
I'm gonna say yes just to hear how bad this is going to be.
It will take some time to adapt, but it will be okay. How was that?
Strangely helpful.
I will note that feedback for later.
Let's talk to Cora. I wonder where Sona is.
Hi.
You okay, Cora?
No. And don't keep asking. I'm not gonna be, alright? Everything's worse now.
Hey.
So many people here. So many people saying goodbye.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Is this supposed to make everything okay? Make everyone feel better?
We've lost someone. It's only natural to come together.
It's just... It doesn't change anything, does it?
You're not alone, Cora. We're here for you.
I just feel like I want to be a million light years away from everyone. I want to be alone for a while, okay?
Yeah. Oh, Vlad's here.
Drink? Pour one out to the blackest sea?
I'll take both my drink and the blackest seas, thank you.
Two old friends. May their ghosts go past the edges of space, to the great beyond.
Two old friends. No. To the future. And the end.
Aye.
Is it quieter in the lodge, or is it just me?
It's quieter, yeah.
Death is a bastard. Comes for us all. You know, there's an old Aquila story about two pioneers who got lost trying to find a new frontier to settle. One of them takes ill. Clear he's not gonna make it, he turns to his partner and says, "Don't bury me. Let the ground take what it's due. I'd rather be a ghost chasing after you Then walk through the pearly gates knowing an eternity of loneliness until you get there. Sad story, huh?
Yeah. Sad story, Sam.
You look after yourself.
Where's Sona? I feel like I need to find her. I don't see her anywhere, though. Yeah, Sona's nowhere to be found right now. Interesting. She out here? Yes, she is.
Oh, hi.
Sarah would be proud of you, you know?
Yeah, I know. She said that to me like 1,000 times. It's just that I feel so alone. With Sarah, it was like starting a family again. The way she'd smile at me reminded me of my mom. I miss that so much. Now she's gone, and I have to start over, like I did before.
You're not alone. You have the rest of Constellation.
It's not the same. Sarah was starting to feel well, like she was my new mom. I really don't want to go through this again. It's too hard. I can't believe Sarah's gone. It's not fair.
I swear, as long as I'm around, you'll never be alone.
Really? You mean it? I would love for that to be true. Hey, thanks for talking to me. I'm actually feeling a little better knowing that you care how I feel. Maybe I'm not so alone after all.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough, kid. Alright. Okay. Sarah didn't just die, she was murdered. Thank you all for coming. Sarah was my friend. She's a bit more than a friend, man. I let Sarah down. I let Constellation down. I'm sorry. She was more than just Constellation's chair. She was the best among us. And I'll do everything I can to honor her memory.
Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something.
I can't do this, you're dead.
I don't often speak about what I believe in. It seems so redundant with how I live. But death is one of those occasions where it's hard not to look inward. Our friend is gone. There's no afterlife, or second meetings. No God in heaven that is curating a perfect ending for them. So it's up to us. We are what lives on. If the pain of loss inspires us to greater action, then that is the good that comes from all this. Humanity is what truly creates our world. We are the ones that judge things to be good or evil, joyful or mournful. Let us take responsibility for it. Let us remember what we have lost.
Walter, are you part of the House of Enlightenment? I never knew that.
Yes, well, I like to keep some things private.
Hey, Sarah. It's me. We'll see each other again. I promise. See you out there in the stars.
You all might not like thinking about this, but when we die, everything about us breaks down, decomposes, gets eaten up by insects and microbes. Or due to the lack of a biosphere, we are simply carried away by space and time until we sizzle in a distant sun's corona or get pulled in some gravitational field and coalesce with other debris. Not
Thanks,
comforting,
Barrett.
huh? But I disagree. Do you know what I find uncomfortable? The thought that after I die, the universe is just going to stand still forever. Could you imagine? The fact is that the universe goes on, that life goes on, that things do not just sit still. That right there is the comfort that I need. Yeah, we die, and some people go way before they should. But the universe doesn't care. Not because it's evil, but because it's infinite, ever expanding. And who wouldn't want to be a part of infinity, even if it's just for a short while? Listen, we don't worry about ourselves before we were born, do we? Of course not. We emerge from the universe as we return to it. And for one beautiful moment, we are here together.
Yes, that certainly was an interesting perspective, Barrett.
Nobody liked that, Barrett. Andresia's not gonna speak, huh?
I can't figure out if I'm overthinking, underthinking, or just thinking.
Thanks for the talk. It really helped.
Oh, sorry. Lost in thought.
Don't drown too much in all this despair. Life moves on. We're the ones who end up standing still.
It's weird how he's like this now, but when Irvin died, he was, like, distraught.
It really is strange to be back. Can I help you?
Nope. Sarah's mother should be here too.
Ceremonies for the deceased go back thousands of years to early human history.
Yeah, everyone else is kind of over it.
I hope this was enough. It's pretty simple.
I kept wanting to visit Mom, but now why would anyone Hi again.
Lodge sure feels like a lonelier place.
Saw a lot of death in the fleet. Part of the reason I left. You stop feeling. Rather be sad than numb.
I am reminded of how different Constellation works compared to what I am used to. I am sorry. My head is swimming. This is harder than I expected.
Good talking to you.
Good for us all to be together. Even I don't like to be alone at a time like this.
What's my objective here? Leave? Leave when you're ready. Yeah. I like the funeral. It's really depressing, and it's under really depressing circumstances, that being we've only been minutes after a horrible attack. Everyone's just kind of sulking around. But the thing is, right, like a hit like this is hard. Right? Like, what are we supposed to do now? You know? I don't really have any idea of what we would do now. Our leader is gone. And we haven't selected a replacement, and I assume they just simply won't. Constellation will just go without a chair. That's so awful. Oh yeah, quest complete. Sarah Morgan is now your active companion. What? Wait. No fucking way. Oh, I can't assign her or anything. Well, let's get everyone back on the ship, I guess.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted. How can I be of service, Captain?
You might want this.
How are you coping with losing Sarah?
I do not perceive the loss of human life in the same manner, so I do not believe I am affected in the way you are asking. I have, however, noted a likely 19% drop in efficiency in Constellation achieving its current goals. While unlikely to prevent the completion of our mission, it should be taken into account as we proceed.
Forget I asked.
Erasing query from local memory. Complete. How may I help you, Captain? Goodbye, Captain.
I'm ready to make some waves. Depends on the question. Shoot. All good things,
Can't ask
right?
him about it. That's dumb.
Ah, eager to help, if I can.
You do not need to ask me if you...
I appreciate our little discussions, you know. Take credit for your thoughts, as they say.
I guess she's just following us now.
Dusty. Talk to me, my dear friend. Mm-hmm. I'm here if you need me. Just say the word.
Figures.
And I'm glad to see you.
Man, I hope my game isn't bugged now because it says Sarah Morgan is my active follower. Oh lord. Oh, I thought the game just broke. Well, yeah, that's awfully depressing, that whole ordeal. Oh jeez, the game is chugging now. Holy crap. It is a sad funeral. I feel like I wouldn't be nearly as sad for any of the other characters, though. Like, if Andreja dies, is anyone really going to be super duper saddened by that? I mean, yes, it's sad, don't get me wrong, but Andreja's not the leader of Constellation, she's like one of the fresher faces. If, for instance, like Barrett dies, I'm sure people would be sad because he's the comedic element of the team, and you wouldn't have any jokesters left. If Sam Coe dies, Cora is without a father, and that's extremely depressing of a thought. Like, genuinely, in the grand scheme of things, Sarah dying is probably the most thematically appropriate one, and also, like, simultaneously the most affecting of the deaths. But I figure it would be appropriate to, stand by the dirty-ass waterfall that she liked so much. Just to kinda, I don't know, remember? I mean, I can understand this view being calming to some. What an outcome, though, you know? She really did just kind of die. I'm wondering how that's going to affect the story in future, though. You know, like, what significant changes are going to happen now as a result of her death? How different are the meetings going to be, you know? Who is the new chair? Constellation's gotta have a chair, right? Or are we just gonna go without one? Are we gonna have a Black Ops 2 moment where if your secondary main character dies, the game just feels that little bit more empty and kind of lifeless afterwards? I don't know. I guess that remains to be seen. But I think this is a good place to stop for now. We've made some decent progress. Some genuinely decent progress. I just think this is a great place to stop, with the sunset rising on the new day, shortly after Sarah's funeral. I liked what everyone had to say except for Barrett. God, what a joke. I understand his point of view on it. He's trying to make it so that we're all so bummed out, but man. It is nice to just sit back and watch the sunrise, though, after such a depressing ordeal. I'd say motivationally, though, it definitely makes me want to get closer to that end of the game, for sure. Because that was, one hell of an end tour, I suppose. And it really does just kind of come out of nowhere. Although I wish there were more things that could have been done differently to make it hit a little bit harder. But, oh well. It's nice enough, if a little bit flat in some ways. But I think I'm going to take a break for now. I'm probably going to pick this up again soon because I want this game to be over with. But I'm leveling with the game in that moment. You know, I'll take it as it is. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed that miserable, depressing funeral. And I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.